Hey y'all. So I was looking at the skit with Mike and J-Mo. I'm sorry, but Mike is funny. Mike is really, really funny. So J-Mo standing up there talking to Hollywood, talking about how the reaction that Melissa had when she came and saw the card and said she was all giggling. She said, well, I'm glad for her. That's Hollywood. You know, they all glad when it comes to some money. And she was like, I'm happy for her. She looks good in the car. He was like, man, I'm just glad that she's uh, bettering herself. I just like to see her happy. I like to see her smile. So Mike come up. I said, hey, what's going on? Give dap with J Mo, and all that type of stuff. And then he said, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? He's like, yeah. So Hollywood went in the house. He said, say, bro, what's up with you? 1 minute I'm thinking we cool, and then next minute, you're popping. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. He was talking about, bro, what you mean? He's like, yeah, man. He said, man, um, you about, well, now he said, you're telling Ernest and you're telling Melissa stuff that I said that I didn't say. He was like, what? He said, what you talking about? He told me, man, I ain't told Melissa nothing like that. He's like, man, we done rode in the car, the truck together and down looking for Melissa. He said, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I thought that we had got cool, but it looked like we ain't. It's like 1 minute you all right, next minute you popping. I'm just trying to figure out, are we cool or not? And he was like, yeah, bro. I mean, why would you even say that? Man, don't let your ego get in the way, man, and all this stuff. He told me, no, it ain't about my ego. He was like, you done bought her a car? He said, who does that? He said, man, you done bought her a six-figure car. That ain't even your girl, Why would you buy my girl a car? And he was like, man, that's just like family. Even though we not messing around like that right now, but I always been there. I always took care of her right today. And he said, see, that's what I'm talking about. You still popping. He said, but it's okay. He said, you want to talk about, he said, we ain't intimate right now. And he said, oh, okay then. He said, intimate? He said, well, I mean, you want to talk about intimate? I can talk about some intimacy. And so he was like, well, man, you already know where I'm at, man. I'm with Ernestine and everything. He said, well, yeah. He's like, just like you was intimate with Melissa, I talk about in the sheets. I've been intimate with, I'm not intimate with Ernestine no more. And then he looking like, Ernestine, not intimate. He was like, yeah, man, hey, just like you done had a pass, we done had a pass too. So I guess I need to make sure that Ernestine needs some stuff too. Like you doing Melissa. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, bro. But we cool though, right? He's like, yeah, we cool. He said, okay, then. He said, don't let your pride get in the way. Yeah, J-Mo, you couldn't take that because you thought that you had one up on Mike. And when he said that he just slept with Ernestine, man, why you took out running going to your car so you can go try to check this woman about something that happened way before you was even thought of? Then you gonna go ask her, and she's first, how she's first done. Yeah, and he's like, I'm just asking you now, be honest with me. And he said, the thing about me is that I tell you the truth. I tell you what. She said, well, why would I have to tell you that when that was way before you? But my thing is, J-Mo, you can't control, the woman wasn't a virgin when you met her. She had a child and she was married. So she wasn't a virgin when you met her. So why you care about what she done back in the day, that had nothing to do with you? You know what I'm saying? Now, I get it when he said, if you gonna call yourself introducing us and I'm shaking hands with this dude, you could have told me, hey, back in the day, me and him messed around. Now, I would have done that. That's cool. No problem. But you can't get mad at her because she didn't tell you that. Because it really wasn't a big deal with her. And she ain't going to tell the truth no way. So you honest, but then you ain't all the way honest because you ain't told Ernestine that you done bought Melissa a car. You ain't told him that. You ain't told her that. That you done bought this woman a six-figure car since you keep on talking about you honest. Honestly tell her that. So y'all let me know what y'all think because I thought it was funny. I like J-Mo sometimes, but then Mike had to go ahead and give it to him because, he still want to throw stuff in the face. Then he took the dog and sent the dog off somewhere and everything. Milo gone. See y'all later.